Alright guys, today we're going to be replacing the adjustable tie nocks on my bow. It's pretty simple to do. If you have a longbow or a recurve, these are actually very handy. I don't like the nocks that you have to crimp into place. They can easily cut your string or damage the serving, and they're just a pain. They're just a pain to move up or down when your string stretches. Or if you decide you want to try something a little different, they're a pain to try to move. You have to get the special pliers out, uncrimp it, you risk damaging the string, crimp it back on. It cuts into the brass, and then you got some sharp edges on there. I don't like it at all. I couldn't stand them. I found out about these adjustable tie nocks, and I ain't never looked back since. So for these, I use a string called BCY Power Grip. Now you kind of need to know what size serving you have on there, and you want the same size or one size smaller. For my string, it's a 0.021, the size I use. So we're going to show you how to do this. Alright, you got to be careful when doing this. I take my arrow nock and I put it on the string, and if I'm going to be replacing the top one first, I twist the bottom nock until it's up against the nock of the arrow. That way I can kind of get an idea of where it needs to be at. So you want to take a razor blade, twist it over till you find the knot, and just cut it very gently. It doesn't take much. Once you get it cut, it'll kind of just come undone on its own once you get one of the strands cut. Alright. Now we'll take a piece of string about, I don't know, 10 inches long, maybe 12 inches long, something like that. Alright, now we got our piece of serving here. We're going to lay it over the top. I didn't come up with this idea, but I do use it, so I want to share it with you guys. So we'll lay this over the top. We'll do 1, 2, 3 wraps. Alright. Then you'll count back 1, 2, 3. You'll loosen that one up a little bit, and you'll run it right underneath it. Pull it up a little bit. Hold it there. Now on this side, we'll do the same thing. 1, 2. Alright. So now we got 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Alright. Now we're going to take this, twist it over and like this. And then we're going to take this one, we're going to slide it back under the same hole, the same loop that the other one's in. That way when you pull it together, your knot will kind of be underneath the string. Now, you want to keep these nice and tight, these wraps, nice and tight together. We're going to take this arrow, slide it back in. You don't have to have an arrow, you can just put a knock on it. And we just want to get it close. It doesn't have to be exact because, like I said, they're adjustable, so we'll be able to move it if we need to. And you'll kind of pull it a little bit, and then make sure it's nice and tight and your wraps are tight and they're not you know, crossing over each other. Give it a little snug pull. Check it again. Pop this off. Give it a snug little pull again. Now you don't want to make it too tight, or then you won't be able to spin it. You won't be able to adjust it. It'll defeat the purpose. If you make it too loose, it won't stay in place. So there's a fine line. You got to get it just right, and it doesn't matter if you get it wrong the first time. You know, if you got the roll of string, you can do this multiple times until you get it right. You'll figure out what works over time once you've done it a few times. Now we're going to take our knife and cut this about that high. Do the same thing in the bottom one. Close that knife up so you don't cut your string. And you'll take this lighter and heat this up. Once it gets close, you'll just press it into the string, and it kind of melts in there, and it'll keep it from coming undone. Same thing with this one. Twist it up so the flame is up above your string. Press down on that. And there we go. Now if I need to adjust that up or down, I'll simply twist it, and it'll be kind of like a nut on a bolt. It'll just twist up or twist down. Depending on the way your serving is laid, will determine which way you need to twist it to go up or down. So, and then you do the same thing again on the bottom one, and you're done. And anytime you need to raise or lower your nock, you just give it a couple twists, one twist, you know, whatever you need, and check it with your bow square, and you'll know exactly how high your nocking point is. So that's it, guys. All right, guys, that's it. It's that easy. So if you want to do it, give it a try. Just watch this video a couple times, use it as a reference so you'll know exactly what to do. Can't use regular serving string, that won't work. It needs to be this BCY power grip. It's been a while since I bought this, but I remember it wasn't that cheap. I think it was like 25 bucks for a roll, but it'll last you forever. So just pick you a good color. That'll work with most things. I like the green. It doesn't necessarily match every string, but it works great when it's low light and you're trying to knock an arrow, or if you shoot at something, miss, and you happen to get a second shot and it's low light, you'll be able to see that easily. Put an arrow on the bow. So, yep, that's it, guys. Thanks. Please like and subscribe. It helps other people see the video to help this channel grow. And the more it grows, the more content I can put out for you guys. Thanks. Peace.